Let us start by establishing arbitrarily the size of the cylinder in terms of height by drawing a horizontal line for the top and the bottom. For now, we will forget that we are drawing a cylinder and think that we are drawing a simple rectangle. This is because we are drawing the major axis of the two ellipses and the vertical edges of the cylinder. This gives us a rectangular shape. Now when drawing the rectangular shape, we have to get the proportions right, that is the height to width ratio. There are a couple of ways to get the height to width ratio. One is with using the proportional measuring technique, or we could use the knowledge that a diagonal line from one top corner to the other bottom corner will give us the height to width ratio of a rectangle. Like in a square, the angle between the top left and bottom right corner would be 45 degrees. If not, it is not a perfect square. So in the same way, if we gauge the angle of the top left and bottom right corner of our cylinder and draw a line on our paper that would give us the angle, all we have to do is extend the verticals and we have our rectangle in proportion. Now that we have our rectangle, we have to turn it into a cylinder, and the only difference between the two is the rounded top and bottom. To do this, we need to draw the ellipses both at the top and bottom. Let us start at the top. As we already have the major axis, now let us draw in the minor axis. Remember, they divide each other in half and intersect each other at 90 degrees. The minor axis is also the middle line of the cylinder. If we were to drill a hole in the center of the top of the cylinder, it would coincide with the minor axis. So let us extend this minor axis to the bottom of the rectangle so that we get a minor axis for the bottom ellipse of the cylinder. Now we have to get the proportions of the ellipse. We already know the width of the ellipse as it is the same as that of the cylinder. Now what we don't know is what is the height of the ellipse or the minor axis. This is completely dependent on your eye level. As we are drawing from a photograph, we don't have this problem. But we still have to find the height of the minor axis of the ellipse. To do this, we will follow the same technique to find the proportions of the rectangle. We will pick a point on the ellipse where the apex of the curve is the highest, and we gauge the angle from the left corner of the ellipse or the major axis and draw a diagonal. We do the same for the bottom of the minor axis of the top ellipse. Gauge the angle and draw the diagonal. This gives us the top and bottom point of the minor axis. We can check it using the divider as the top half and bottom half will be the same. Now that we have established the height of the ellipse, let us clean up the construction lines. Now let us jump down to the bottom and find the height of the bottom ellipse. A common mistake students make is that they think that the height of the top ellipse and bottom ellipse will be the same. But that is not true, as the bottom ellipse is further down, so your point of view on it is changed. You are looking more down on it compared to the top ellipse. Hence, the bottom ellipse will be taller and have a greater height compared to the top one. Remember, the height of the ellipse that we see is determined by our eye level. If you have got any value from this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more.